Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we've got a special guest. We've got IvyLee gaming with us. IvyLee, how you doing?
Good, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you on. So this is a follow-on video. We've already done a video on IvyLee's channel. I'll link that down below, as well as a YouTube channel and a Twitch and everything. Go and subscribe. Go and give us some love. But yeah, this is going to be a follow-on video where we talk about Raid's best. And this is maybe IvyLee. Do you want to explain the kind of concept? Because this is more like an American thing.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, so in America, our yearbooks, when you especially when it's all the senior class when you graduate, it's always most likely to succeed, best hair, or like best couple, best musician, or most likely to whatever. It's just a whole bunch of fun little series things that there's always someone that you nominate, kind of like prom, where you get nominated prom king and queen. That always shows up there too. But I figured I would want to do something like those yearbooks, but Raid Shadow Legends version.
Yeah, cool. So, I mean, I don't feel like it's quite traveled to the UK yet, but we're getting bits and pieces of it. You know, we're starting to get the big proms and that type of stuff. But I figure this will be quite fun to do anyway. So, I guess let's crack straight into it. So, what we're going to do, we're just going to call out different categories, and we're each going to throw out our favourites for those categories. So, we're going to kick it off with the clan boss, the best champion for clan boss for unkillable teams. IvyLee, who you got?
Gotta go with Maneater, just because he's the most sought after, I think, still. There's a lot of clan boss unkillable comps out there, but Maneater just makes so many of them possible.
Yeah.
Even if you have just one versus two. But he's definitely, like, once you get one Maneater, if I could talk, two usually end up coming. It's so weird. I don't know how that happens, but it seems to happen.
Yeah, and you have to put this A3 out, otherwise he's useless still, isn't he? Yeah. No books. This is actually the first champion where I had an epic that I wanted to book, and I started to buy book packs because I was like, I just want to get it done. I want to get this unkillable thing working. So it's the first one where I was like, I'm going to go and shell out on some of these big, expensive book packs. So I've gone with a different kind of tact. I've gone for a damage dealer for unkillables.
Oh.
So I've kind of assumed you've got either the Demether or the Maneater or whatever, and I'm picking out Geo.
Nice.
Because Geo just pumps out damage. He's so good. He's such a good champion, and he's so easy to build out for an unkillable because he literally's just got to be there. He's just got to be getting hits to get his damage away. So you don't even have to have kind of high stack gear to get a crazy amount of damage out of this guy. And I think specifically for unkillables, he's better because he's quite hard to keep alive in a normal team. He's got low defense and stuff. So yeah, and he's always got that angry stare. Okay, so let's move on. So let's move on to like a traditional clan boss team. I guess I'll start. So I'm right here, and I've picked out Underpriest Brogni for my kind of go-to for a traditional team, mainly because his A3 is nuts. Gets you block debuffs, allows you to kind of deal with all affinities, and he's the only champion in the game that's got this kind of huge shield that he can then grow, and he gives you your damage with his passive. Like, everything about this guy is absolutely nuts.
HP burn doesn't hurt either.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that I don't even consider HP burn as a big part of his kit when it's actually still a good skill, but the rest of his kit's so nuts that it barely even enters my head. Yeah, who did you go for?
I went with a little bit more of an OG champion in Valkyrie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's just such, like, probably the best option for counterattack, depending on your build. She just opened up the door so much to allow people to be a little bit squishier, maybe pump out a little bit more damage because those shields are amazing. I changed my clan boss team immediately. She was the first help to get me into Ultra Nightmare clan boss properly. I did affinity-friendly Valkyrie and Sepulcher 4-3 ratio team, and it was a great comp. And then I pulled Maneater, and then I forgot about her again. But she's also good for arena and stuff too, of course. But game changer for clan boss for sure. Yeah,
it's almost a shame that unkillable. It's a shame, and it's good, I guess, both ways. But it's a shame that unkillable is so much better than a normal clan boss team now. Because I did the same thing. As soon as I pulled a Valk, my team changed. I was trying to see how much defense I could get on my Valkyrie to get as big as shields I possibly could. And actually, it was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun, like, changing my team up. So yeah, I did exactly the same thing as that. Let's move on to the next one. So it is going to be the best champion for Doom Tower. Who have we got?
I gotta go see her. I mean, she just changes the
Oh, yeah,
speed
yeah.
of your runs for all the wave clearing. I can't imagine. I mean, I remember before I pulled Seer, I was able to finish the first rotation of Doom Tower hard, but it took me like literally 30 minutes of crowd control and healing and
Yeah.
reviving to get through one wave at the end. And she changed that for me completely. That was huge.
Yeah, there's some waves actually where you don't realize how hard they are if you've got a seer. I had
Yeah.
someone on stream say, "Can you beat?" I think it was like level 106 or 109 or something, and it was the one with those Mortus in it, Mortu
Oh, the
Macabres.
more two waves are the worst. You got to plan really well.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like, and I actually said to him, "Yeah, no worries." And in my head, I honestly thought, half an hour, this is going to be done, and we'll move on to something else. And I think it's probably the longest my stream has ever run because I was determined to beat these Mortus, and I was there
Oh,
for
I
about 4
remember that
hours
actually.
later.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was horrendous. It was so bad.
Funny.
Yeah, but you just don't realize like she just makes stuff like that super well, not easy. You still have to build it right, but yeah, much easier. Okay, well I've gone with a champion which unfortunately you cannot get anymore. And I was thinking more about some bosses here for
The
Doom Tower.
bosses, yeah.
Yeah, and Ninja, wow, what a champion. What a champion. Ninja is so cool. I wish that they would actually release him as a permanent fusion so that, you know, people that haven't managed to pick him up, yeah, alongside like a
agree.
Razin, that would be so cool. Just have him as another fusible champion because he's so good for an earlier game player. You know, I had him on my free to play, the first version, and he made things way easier with this HP burn, which does a ton of damage. Nice freeze for AoE, which also helps you with like waves of content and a drop defense. Yeah, just generally good. Generally good. Okay, let's go on to Spider. Best champion for Spider. I'll start on this one, I guess. I've gone for someone I don't have.
I want her. I
Sakia.
don't have her either.
Do you not? Yeah, she's so
Oh, I
cool.
want her. I
She's
love
so
her.
cool. I mean, the main reason I picked out Sakia is because when you get past stage 20 and you're trying to do 21 to 25, it's all about those burns. It's all about the HP burn kicking in, and she just does it for me better than anyone else. And she also does that kind of crazy explosion of burns, which is so damn cool.
Faster.
Yeah,
And
so
she's
cool.
like the best for those speed runs for Spider 25, I think.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, she's up there.
She's always a part of those teams.
Yeah, who did you pick?
Same faction. I'm gonna actually go with Tyrant.
Okay.
Because he's so tanky and he's really good for progression once you get to those harder levels and helping keeping everyone else alive. So if you have a combination of maybe the HP burns plus some cold hearts to nuke, he's really good. He's actually my insurance. So for my speed run for just doing Spider 20, when I just want to farm quickly to get points for events, or instead of doing 25, I've Septimus, double cold heart, I think Lydia, and then he's my insurance if decreased defense and or weaken doesn't land. I know his HP burns will clean up.
Yeah, I was doing a team for someone with Tyrant and ended up we just used him as a solo Spider 20 champ. So good actually. Yeah, really good. Nice. Okay. Let's move on then. Best champion for Dragon. Who do you have for this one?
One that I just pulled recently that I still haven't built. Bad Alcazar. He's so good for another, again, solo options. He's great for those, depending on the level for his affinity, of course. But I mean, the poisons have been awesome for doing Dragon. So he's a great example for being able to keep himself alive and do soloing so you could farm some people along at the same time if you want to.
Yeah. So I picked Bad Al as well, but I had someone else in mind. So I'm just going to throw him in the mix because why not? So I've picked out Tomb Lord.
Yep. Same.
I always felt like he was a little bit of a sleeper OP champion. You know, people didn't really love him. But then when he got his buff, all of a sudden he's kind of like, he's now, you know, got his place where he should. But yeah, AoE drop attack and defense is good, but this kind of multiple poisons, decreased speed for waves. He's another one that can solo, you know, anything up to 25 quite comfortably. So yeah, Tomb Lord, actually now a beast.
Yeah, I noticed that when you were doing takeovers way back when, even before his buff, you would always look for Tomb Lord. I noticed you were always like, it was so funny because we called him Tomb Lord, Curse of the Tombs. Like, is he really worth booking with that many books?
Yeah, he does.
But then I'm like, you say that, but then you always look for him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just feel like he brings so much.
He does.
He brings a lot of really useful debuffs. Yeah, it's also this drop turn meter part of his kit becomes so good for something like Fire Knight or Ice Golem. So yeah, too much. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to Ice Golem. I'll tell you, I'm just gonna nip in because I've got my champion sitting right here, Calvalax.
Poisons again, right?
Yeah, poisons. So poisons don't trigger that retribution smack from Ice Golem, so that's cool. He's also got the enemy max HP nuke. His A2 hits hard as well. I think the best teams in the game have actually got double Calvalax as their sort of setup. But yeah, he's so good. Such a fun champ. We spoke about it on your channel actually, but yeah, he's got so much going for him, and damn, he looks awesome. Like,
he does.
Why not? Who was your champion?
Well, last answer, Bad Alcazar for that as well, actually, because he's
really?
great for being able to.
Same reason, basically.
I think he can actually, I think he can solo certain rounds still. I've seen it kind of, but it's close, but you have to build him well. I know that, I think Odd One built him in Frenzy for soloing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting concept, but I'm like, something I'm going to try with him. I haven't built him yet. I've been sitting on him, waiting for him. I think I booked him, but haven't even built him yet.
Right, yeah.
Gotta get the OG champions going.
Nice. Okay, then let's go on to Fire Knight. So who's your top champion for Fire Knight?
Gotta go with Allure.
Yeah, same, yeah.
He keeps that shield open for so long.
What faction is Allure?
It's just so good. Oh, Demon Spawn.
Demons, yeah.
I mean, 2 Allures a lot of people use in certain circumstances. I use her in a lot of other things too, but for Fire Knight, just keeping that shield open, she does the job so well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, do you think with the changes to the AI that come in, it's just like she's even better, right? She just gets even better where you can actually get to use her other skills on waves and then just bring the A1 to the boss. So good.
Yeah, I think now I have it set to where she just opens with the other skills, but then that's it. You only use them once because you don't want to keep them left on, but
sure,
it'll help make the waves quicker.
Yeah, I mean, so I picked her as well, but I guess let me just jump in and grab another one. Maybe we pull out old Armiga.
Oh, yeah.
Just for like a newer account, you know, it's Armiga for an uncommon is so damn good. Just keeping that shield down. So basically doing the same thing that Allure would do, but with his A1 dropping turn meter like crazy. Probably, I mean, other than perhaps Allure, maybe Physics as well, but basically the best turn meter control in the game from an uncommon. Yeah, and then when you need it, a bit of a slam as well with his A2. So yeah, honorable mention, I'd say. Okay, so Arena Nuka. Who have we got for this? Best Arena Nuka.
Gotta go Trunda, right?
Yeah.
I just have to. I have to. As much as I love my new Candrathon that I'm obsessed with in my Go Second team, Trunda's just still the queen of Arena for me. She smacks. She's fun.
Yeah. She really, I mean, I think, was it McChan has done a video, might be McChan, where he's basically compared or it might be Scratch actually, a level 4 Ethos against an unempowered Trunda. And basically the same. Basically the same damage, yeah. She is nutty. She's absolutely bonkers. Like crazy A2, crazy A3. Yeah, I mean, so she was easily down as my top as well. But again, I think we could call out an honorable mention for Solus, who gets quite a lot of arena time as a defensive, the best defensive nuker. Actually, a lot of fun as well. Does a ton of damage with his A3. You need some debuffs out there to make it work. But yeah, really good hitter.
Yeah, I use Solus heavily in my 3v3 as well.
Do you? Yeah, yeah. The trouble with my account at the moment is because I keep doing these silly maximum damage videos. Nobody's geared right. All my gear is all over the place. Honestly, nobody's geared. I was thinking about I need to do a plat push. I wanted to start doing some plat pushes again, but it feels like such a mammoth task to get everyone back to their right gear and silver drain and stuff. Yeah, I will get there. Right, okay, moving on to the best healer. Best healer in the game.
I actually went with one of the newer champions with her. She's insane. When it comes to Arena, she just constantly pumps out continuous heal buffs. Plus, she's just got a lot of other healing in her kit. She's super easy to make tanky. Yeah. And if people build her with high resist, she just doesn't stop healing everyone and herself. And I was plat pushing and I had a 4-minute battle with Clyde's because I was determined to win. And she just doesn't die and the heals just don't stop. So yeah, I think she's one of the best healers in the game now.
Agreed. Yeah. So again, I went with the same one. But I will pull someone else out. I guess it's pretty crazy. You've got like 800 champions here. To pick the same ones out shows how strong they are in their fields, I think. But yeah, so I will pull someone else out though, just as an honourable mention again, because I love this champion.
Oh, yeah.
Again, someone else I look for. If I do account takeovers, often Vodoff is just so good. I mean, he just, in a different way, he keeps your team alive if you're taking a lot of damage. So, his passive where he basically heals allies for a percentage of the damage he's taking. You build him crazy high HP, relatively low defense, and he is healing everyone for tons. He's also like the champion to look for if you're struggling with Bommel. It makes such a difference on Bommel.
Yeah, I used him in my Bommel team for doing 90. Instead of doing the solo builds and stuff or trying to do that, I just went with a normal nuking team and used him for support.
Okay, cool. Let's move on to the best reviver in the game then. Have we got the same?
No, I actually chose someone else just because.
Oh, okay. So I've gone with Duchess. I think Duchess is absolutely bonkers. So she revives the whole team with a lot of health as well. She also gives them a veil when they're revived, so people can't see them to take them down again. We spoke about Seer earlier. Like, Duchess is one of the elements of my kind of Seer team when I'm going really high Doom Tower, because she just, if it all goes wrong, she picks people back up again. She makes you take less damage. She's got a lot of buffs as well for Seer to rip off. Just all round, Duchess is crazy. Hydra, Arena, Doom Tower, like there's nowhere really where she's not bonkers, and mainly because of that revive. Yeah, who did you go for?
Mine was a Siphi / Duchess. I love both for that role. Of course, Siphi's not an AoE, but she at least doesn't revive them with a full turn meter.
Yeah, definitely.
And it books down to 4 turns, so not so bad. Plus the increased speed and stuff makes it go more often. So, I mean, Siphi's obviously just busted overall, but.
Yeah, I'd say they both are. They're both kind of busted, aren't they? Siphi and Duchess are so crazy.
I love them both, and I'm glad I have them both.
Yeah. Actually, both of them massive game changers for me. When, I remember pulling both of them, just thinking that my account has actually changed at that moment in time. Okay, the best counter-attack champion.
I went with Valkyrie. Because of, her shields are crazy. Plus, she's really good for a different meta in Arena, having her at crazy high accuracy and good speed instead of worrying about her shield. She's great to go against Siphi or Duchess, anyone that's going to throw up a bunch of buffs with her. She's just a really great Arena champion, as well as, of course, a perfect candidate for clan boss with a traditional team with a counterattack. Yeah,
so I'd pick Valk as well, albeit I was chatting to people on stream about this, and someone said, who's the best? I just feel like they're all different.
They are, because Skull Crusher brings ally protect.
They're so good. All of them are so good in their own way, and it depends who you're pairing them with. Like, you've got ally protection with Skull Crusher, which is such a key ability for certainly a clan boss setup. And even Marta. Marta's probably a little bit overshadowed now, but she was bringing the increased defense buff, which is huge as well. And it's only a 1 book, try your luck to get her.
I don't have Marta yet.
No. So. And she's been in stronger teams than Valk over the years, over the last couple of years. So, it just depends who you're pairing them with, I think, to what role they play. But yeah, all of them pretty nutty, really.
I can't believe they haven't released another one by now. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I think it's got to be on purpose. They must just not like the thing of it for whatever reason. They kind of went through a spell of going all ally attacks instead of counter attacks, didn't they? Bringing out a load of decent ally attack champions, and then they've kind of steered away from it completely now. Okay, next one then is best overall utility. This is an interesting one. I'm interested which way you've gone with this.
I went Cardiel. He's probably my favorite champion in the game. Okay. It's hard to toss up between him and Duchess and Siphi, but I think I couldn't imagine my account without Cardiel. He's got cleanse, heal. He's got amazing buffs with his revive on death, block debuffs. And then he also has ally attack and brings more buffs.
Yeah.
And then he's got the passive where he heals. He's got damage mitigation against certain factions. And he's got the debuff of fear. So he's got literally everything and a good aura. So he's insane.
Yeah, I don't have him yet. He's so good.
He's so good. I use him I use him heavily in Arena, of course, he's with my Kendrathon and Duchess goes second team. He's my cleanser. And then I use him in most Doom Tower bosses where I want ally attack. He's got that unremovable, there you go, revive on death. So so good.
So do you build him high resistance to be your cleanser for a go second?
Untouchable gear.
Oh, nice. So, okay, well, I've gone with the champion who I think has been the best champion in the game.
Oh god, yeah, that's true.
Warlord. And I'm just thinking, like, if I think back, so I had him quite early on my account, and I used him right the way through on Clan Boss because of his A1, extended debuffs, and he also gave me block debuffs against the stun. So he was kind of like my Clan Boss champion for a long time, and then he's just become this arena, absolutely like immovable object. It's up until recently he was the best arena defense champion because of his A3. He's probably now the best arena offense champion because of his A3.
Sure, yeah.
And Stone Skin, basically this takes care of a Stone Skin by itself. Exactly. He's also got massive heals, big shields. Like, this dude is packing a lot in his kit. He's nutty. And I was considering the new champion Yumeko, for a similar reason, but she has got all sorts going on as well, honestly. I've seen someone as well use her against Bommel, and basically there's a 50% chance, if booked, of just throwing those Bommel bombs back at him. It's another champion that basically just deals with Bommel. It's almost like everyone's wearing a deflection set. So yeah, she was. I was kind of like tossing it up between these two, but okay. Well, let's get to some perhaps more fun ones. So best animations. Who have you got for that?
Unfortunately, one you don't have. I wish you did because you could show it quick. Kyoku, actually, go back to Shadowkin there.
Yeah.
I love all the Shadowkin. All of their animations are so cool. She puts out like this weird like orange like bomb with her AoE, and then when she protects, it's like this cool orange globe that goes over. I think when she plays it, it's weird. Like, I didn't expect to pick her, but I was going through kind of playing some of my Shadowkin, and I really liked her animations. I think they're really neat, and I didn't really notice them at first, but they're quite cool.
Yeah, I've actually picked, again, someone I don't have. What is he? I think he's Sacred Order. So I played with him on the test server. Holstring, have you seen him?
No.
He's actually got this. It's mainly around I think it's his A3, where basically, like, these shadows, it's a bit like, Assassin's Creed. These shadows, like, come up behind the enemies, and they basically, like, they basically nuke from behind. It's very cool. It's really cool. And very different from anything else in the game. Again, like, it's something Raid do so well, right? They just knock it out the park with, just keeping stuff fresh when it comes to visuals. But yeah, absolutely, like, this dude looks awesome as well. Shame he's not really that great, but he does look good. So yeah, next one then was
using him as a damage dealer in like Clan Boss. I was surprised.
Who was, sorry?
Around this. Someone in one of my clan was trying him as in Clan Boss. It was interesting. I guess he actually hits quite hard, just raw damage too.
Yeah. Okay, so the best skin or outfit or skin. So let me rock in with mine. Again, some I don't have actually.
She's so cool. Yeah.
I love this skin. I love the twitchiness of it, and how clever, like, how good. And there could easily be 100 that you'd call out as well, by the way. Like, there's so many good ones. But I just love the twitchiness of it, and the beating heart in there. Little Miss Annie, just so good. So good. The broken ankle. It's so freaky.
I forgot about the broken ankle. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so freaky. Who was yours?
I actually went with Sakia.
Okay.
Whatever her name is. The flame is just so cool. When she's actually in game, her animations too are really cool, and I just love the flame wings. I think it's a fun look. Yeah,
nice. Okay then, and the next one, most badass weapon.
I went Genbo. I love the glowing swords, and he's just a really, really cool overall aesthetic with the blue glow, and I love the double swords. There's a lot of detail in them too. I think they did a good job.
Yeah, so I've gone with someone who we don't see a lot of, and I feel like we should.
Oh, I love
But Anifui, I really love this kind of like purple glowing axe. I just feel like he should hit hard with this axe. Look at it.
Right?
Yeah, so Anifui Blood for him was mine. I've got him. I don't use him at all. Avoid Legendary, just sits in the vault. It's a travesty.
The hard part is, though, if he hit too much harder, it'd be an issue because of the block revive, maybe, but...
Yeah, I do get it.
Can't be revived, so if he hit too hard, they don't maybe like a even more broken Foley or something. Maybe it's just they don't want to make it too crazy.
But he's so mediocre that he's almost unusable. Well, coming through the game, if you got him like mid game, I guess he'd be amazing.
Yeah, I got him very early, and so he was fun early. But I only used him in Faction Wars for the most part, even early on.
Okay, last one then is the best booty.
Gotta do the booty.
Yeah. Well, this was, I guess this was quite easy for me because I'm slightly in love with Glycea. I just think, damn.
She's really pretty. Oh, I never noticed her booty. Hey,
yeah,
girl,
look,
hey.
she does work. She is working out non-stop to get that definition.
Look at those thighs and booty. Okay, that's a good one.
And she just looks damn fine anyway. She looks amazing.
She looks so cool.
Yeah.
The list, I had to end with something funny. I had to. And plus, you know, I actually, before the guys did the booty tier list out there, I had that already in my mind. I was like, we're going to do a dang booty list. And then they did. I was like, gosh darn it. Well, at least I had some fun with Darth and had a laugh, and did it as well. But, I loved it. It was such a fun idea.
Who's yours?
I was torn between two. Thalassia and Gwyneth. Thalassia has the little bit more curvy going on. She's a Night Revenant. Epic. Where is she? You probably, you don't have her.
Oh, Thalassia. Yeah. Oh, yes, with the sort of tattoo thing going on.
She's got a booty. And then Gwyneth is more like petite and fit. I like, but she's the dark elf that we're going to be sitting in my.
Oh, she's the.
Decide between the two, there's just two different tastes. Depends on what your tastes in booty.
Oh, I like it with the like kind of cut off hot pant type of look.
Too. Yeah.
Very good.
To make a booty joke, I have to.
Awesome. Well, look, there you go. That's been Raid's Best with IvyLee. IvyLee, thanks for coming on. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Well, look, I will link below to our other video, this kind of two-parter where we talked about raids most likely to. I'll link below. I'll put IvyLee's YouTube channel and her Twitch. Give her a follow. Give her a subscribe. It's free. Get involved. And we will see you later. Thanks, IvyLee.
Thank you.